Hey y'all,
Wait, why
Hey,
Uncle
hey,
Vanity
hey.
stood up? Oh,
welcome back to Straight Talk No BS. How y'all doing this evening?
Pretty good,
Woo!
pretty good, pretty good.
Gary, y'all know I'm full of bullshit tonight. It's just been one of them days, one of the nights, hard to get it together. So sorry, y'all.
Lord.
But hey, guess what? We here. We didn't leave y'all hanging tonight. Y'all,
Yes,
tonight.
yes.
Oh, let me introduce myself. I'm Jay. Told y'all. I'm the host. We got Francis down there in the bottom. We got Cynthia over there in the right hand corner, side pocket, if y'all play pool. Anyway, we got Tanya right here. Everybody, bless us, Lord.
We need all the blessings tonight.
We need all the blessings.
Hold on, real quick. My boss is calling. Hold on.
Oh Lord, please
So
don't
y'all,
let it.
tonight what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be discussing about paying it back since it's the holidays. Pay it forward. If you're blessed, why not bless somebody else?
No great.
What's the harm in giving? Right, Nay?
That's it. That's it. Hey, Miss Carolyn. Hey, Amber. Yes, ma'am. If you can pay it back, even if it's one person, pay it forward.
Yes,
Because your
Lord.
blessings will come out in the end.
And since we're all,
in that.
it's really important to us. We're a panel of mothers anyway. So, you know, our heart is always warm and we always want to give.
I think that's just the way it is with most women. But you know, it's hard to find. This year has been really hard. So, you know, trying to being able to still do the things that maybe you once did, giving to charities or helping out different families and stuff like that is become your own. You are the actual people who need help. You know, we all understand that.
That is crazy, right?
Yeah.
This pandemic done messed up everybody.
Man.
Baby, that pandemic didn't mess me up. I'm always in
Okay. I know that's right, but that's okay. We want to share with everybody our ability. We don't have much, but what we have been blessed over the time over this year or whatnot. We want to be able to try to give it back to our community. Keeping the community strong, I think, keeps everybody level, and every little bit helps. So this is just a little sneak peek into some of the ways that we try to give back.
Well, Nate, before we get into that, tell us about a little bit of your experience with giving back.
I've been giving back for a long time. And when I say a long time, I mean a long time. I was taught at a young age that, if you can help. If I don't care if it's just donating canned goods. I don't care if it's donating your time. I don't care if it's helping a neighbor. And when I say neighbor, I don't just mean elderly. It could be a young family in need. But even when I used to do security work at the convention center, we used to give back to the homeless at the convention center. They used to get free haircuts. They used to get free dental care. They used to get free glasses. So even in the field that I worked in my past, I always felt the need to give back. Then as my kids got older and got into school, I donated my time and I volunteered my time at the kids' school.
At your kids' school?
Yeah, at all my kids' school, I would always volunteer. I would donate slightly used clothes, shoes, canned goods. I mean, I do it throughout the year regardless. If I see some kids in the neighborhood that might need some food, or if I see some kids in the neighborhood that might be less fortunate
Yeah.
as far as shoes and clothes. And I know I give a lot of shout out to Amber sometimes, but I also had my cousins through foster care, and Amber helped me buy their school clothes and jackets and shoes, because just because
Oh,
foster care don't give you that money, especially if your family, they don't come in and write no check. So I went from a family of 3 to a family of 8, and I had to figure out how to clothe all 8 kids.
girl, not 8, but you know what? Your heart is just that big. As long as I've known you, honey, that's all. That's one major feature that you have. Your heart is huge. I swear to God, Salvation Army was in your house.
Yeah, at all times. And as you all will see, as we, go through the evening, y'all will see our hearts was big. Our hearts was so big. And we were more moved by the things that we did yesterday than any show we've done this far.
You are so right. I felt, and man, this experience, being able to do this was something new for me. I mean, in the way that we did it, I'll say. We've always over the years, even when I was younger, would give to the different random charities and stuff like that, whether it was food at the food pantries or clothes in the clothing donation boxes or at Goodwill and stuff like that. We've done that all throughout. But in this experience that we were in the community actually helping and seeing is something to be involved with people, to reach out and touch someone, to hear their story, hear them tell you how they lost their job and how they, have been in this situation. And it's not even just themselves, it's them and their wife or their family and kids, that right there is something else that touched my spirit. And I know everybody else involved, that, our whole crew, this is something. And for me personally, I just broke down. It was just ridiculous.
She did.
I'm a big baby, and we all are big babies on this show, but it really got us. And the opportunity to be able to do it means so much to me, to everybody. And like Cynthia, I agree with you, Cynthia. I think, this one right here is probably the biggest one to me this far. And so I feel going forward for myself, I want to do more of this. If I could have gave my car or something, I don't know. You just feel that way. You're like, I just got to give more. I gotta give. So I want to do more. Absolutely.
It's amazing because Amber says as a child she was less fortunate, so that's where her love for giving back came in at. And I appreciate that too, because just like I give back, I have also had to go and receive. I have went to the food pantries. I have went to the churches. I have went to the Salvation Army. I have got the slightly used clothes for my children where you pay $5 or $10. I have been that mother to where I had to do it, and I wasn't ashamed. I wasn't belittled because I had to. I wasn't embarrassed because I had to. Because as a mother, you find yourself doing things that you have to do to survive. And I taught that to my kids. Don't ever, ever, ever in your life think that you're better or greater than the next person.
You're not lying. It brought me back to an experience back speaking about mothers doing the best that they can and doing whatever to provide for their family. This really has hit home with me just with thinking about back when my mom was trying to provide for us. And, as a kid, I always felt bad. Like I couldn't, even when I was too young to get a job to try to help and contribute to the house. I always felt bad that, our lights were always cut I was like, man, how come I know I'm the only kid in this, you know what I'm saying? Every day going to school, like, dang, when I get out of school tonight, lights going to be off, going to be cold. I'm just saying. So it brought me back to knowing that my mama gave everything that she had to, even though it makes me say, dang, mama, I'm sorry that I didn't understand more then, but I truly know now.
I'm laughing because you said sometimes your mother didn't have a choice. Well, let me tell you the role of my mother, okay? In the summertime, the gas got cut off automatically anyway.
Right.
And we kept lights for that AC. But in the wintertime, the lights would get cut off and the gas would stay off. I mean, them women back in the day, they made it do what it do.
Okay.
You gotta know it. We used to cook our food in the fireplace when the lights was off. Thank God we had a fireplace, but we put the food in the
Baby,
fireplace.
we didn't have no ready-made microwave all the time. If your mother fried that chicken the day before, you better put that chicken in the oven and warm that chicken up through.
Girl, what you mean?
You gotta know how
Cooking
to,
your food over the fireplace, not knowing that there's soot all in the food that you eating
that, but you better eat it though.
because those lights are cut off.
But you
Yeah.
ate. You was eating. We didn't go hungry. Making that potatoes
Amber
last.
says, did y'all read that already?
What
She
she
said,
say?
I was less fortunate as a kid for a long time. I remember at times we didn't have Christmas without help from others.
I know. it.
That's a lot of us, all of us.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times people end up feeling shame.
You know what? God forbid. I love my kids. My kids never made me feel ashamed. My kids, because it's a whole lot of times my kids miss Christmas. And baby, income tax roll around, baby, you would have swore I hit the lottery because I'm going to get them everything they want.
Girl, wait a minute. Y'all know I gotta read Crazy Lakeisha's
what can
girl,
she say,
you
girl?
know she's a fool. She said that's why I stay robbing them stores. Sometimes I'm not proud of it, but I did what I had to do.
That's right, cuz. That's
Gotta
right.
do, Mama. I'm not promoting crazy now, but you got to do what you have to do.
I had to say,
sometimes. Shoot.
I remember back in the day in Sherman when I think it was Montgomery Ward. I don't remember what it was, a Sears at Sheridan Mall. And my daddy went in there and he worked for the city. He had that big old brown city jacket on.
Oh Lord.
And me and my sister, we wanted these video games. You know, those little compact video games? The handheld ones. And we wanted one. They were new coming out. So so we was begging him for it. So we go in, we excited, like, yeah, daddy, we finna get this. So he's getting ready. He picks it up off the shelf, and we all loud, bragging to everybody else. Yeah, we get the game. He looking at us like, y'all better shut the hell up. Put it in his jacket, zip that jacket up, and went on out. I said, oh.
So you done told on your daddy, baby. My mama had it bad taking that checkbook and writing them checks until it wasn't no more zeros left to write. My mother is the reason they don't take checks no more. God rest her soul.
Y'all hold on 1 second. I'm going to share my screen real quick.
Y'all don't cry because we cried. We were some crybabies.
Oh,
Nays a crybaby.
all the way out there, man. Like you the only one. No,
let's go and tell the truth. We all was crying
behind these glasses over here.
I wasn't crying. Oops, there it was, right on top, and I passed it. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on a second.
Let me tell
a second. Tell me if you see it.
I think it was Miss Brittany. She said Angel Tree was what saved her family. I think.
You can talk. All right. We getting the meal ready, y'all. Getting the meal ready. Nay, what you got? That's the start of the meal, y'all. The start of the meal. Start of the meal.
Used to be my son.
Hey, will you be out here tomorrow? Because we're gonna be giving away food tomorrow, plates for Thanksgiving. Sure will. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
I wish Covert wasn't going on right now because it does take people out the spirit of giving. There's so many restrictions going on to where you can't give. They always want you to donate something, but you might want to go out and do something for yourself.
Wow.
Zoom in on the feet and everything.
Oh my.
Maybe I'll get you another.
What are you doing, Tanya?
I'm preparing this chicken. Try to get it ready for the people tomorrow to feed people in the community. Just random people who, had a hard time during this 2020 situation. So
That's
giving them
a lot of chicken.
Trying to give them a little love back. Just a little bit of something. It's not much, but we've been blessed, and so we're just trying to return the favor a little bit.
So, what all are you feeding them tomorrow?
We're gonna have some baked chicken, some mashed potatoes, some corn, some bread, of course, and maybe a dessert. Just depends on how we're feeling after all of this.
Okay. Gotta make it work. Nonsense. Now, my secret. Where's the secret at? Garlic salt seasoning by Lawry.
Good old Lawry's.
Dog, you stupid.
Get it, girl.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Dog.
We're gonna season it evenly. Even. Keep it even, Becky. So when they bite into it, baby,
Just enough salt.
just enough.
Not to
Not
hurt
too
'em.
much.
Never
Give
too
'em
much.
that flavor, baby. That flavor. I'm telling you that Tony Tetris, that's what's gonna get him right there.
So, you know, there's always a debate about how to pronounce that word.
What that Tony Tetris? Chachere's Tony Tetris.
What else? But it's that good stuff. Y'all got to try. I just want y'all to look and see what the hell done happened to this food. We up here trying to cook a meal. Damn near burnt the house down.
Janine, come get this oven on fire! Hurry up! Shit!
Dog! I can't. Oven on fire. Almost ruined all the chicken. So that explains two purifiers trying to air out the damn house.
Where the pen? Where the pen at? Where the pen?
Okay.
Okay, y'all, we up early in the morning, at it again. Trying to get these plates together, get our day started, get out and feed the lessons. That's fortunate. Got the smoke coming up out the kitchen over there. Got Tanya over there cooking it up. Containers ready to be filled. So we're about to get them filled and get dressed and get ready to hit the road. We have people out here waiting on us and depending on us to get them a hot meal. Let's see if we can get some boxes here. I think we're good to go. I think that should be enough. I got about 5 of these banana boxes. I'm gonna go home and load them up. Okay, you guys, finally here. And don't you hate when you get to the store and your mind just goes completely blank? You say to yourself, what the hell am I in here for? And that's when you start going down all the wrong aisles, seeing all the stuff that you don't need, but you want anyway, like chocolate. That is so funny. That lady, she just passed right by me and didn't even recognize me. I don't know if it's the mask or either it's my hair.
Girl, didn't y'all work together? She act like she don't know you.
Yeah, I'm
Bitch,
back.
please.
I get
Bye.
paranoid in the store. When I have to be in here for such a long time, especially when I can't find what I'm looking for. I'm looking for boxed potatoes. I can't even find me like Monk. Y'all don't know how bad I just want to bust out in the sprint.
Girl, I'm just like you. I'm about to run the hell about this stuff because coronavirus is real and who ain't trying to catch it is me. I love
And then
me.
you got these
Bitch.
lines, nobody standing 6 feet apart. This is called keeping your distance. Instead of 6 feet away, you stay 20 feet back. Jared? But then you got thems behind you. Yes, I said thems that don't know what 6 feet is.
Hey, dude, get up off my butt. Step back. You breathing all on my damn neck.
I can't stand being so close. Okay, I finally made it back to the house. Let me get my butt in here and help this girl finish packing up these plates. I know she's gonna be pissed off. I've been gone a while. Not that long, maybe about 15, 20 minutes. All right. Look, Nay, I hope you watching this. This is your friend, Miss Perfect. You see how she has to package the bread, each individual slice with care.
She said her perfectness is out again.
Yeah, the perfectness is out again. Making all of those bread covers and packaging. Just do this right here. Flip it over your back. Take it with you. Get a glove. Hey guys, the day is not over. Now I'm back here in the little work dungeon, printing off Straight Talk flyers. You know, while we're out, we got to do promotions too. You got to put in that work. If you want to succeed, you got to, hey, Hard work, backache, sweat, blood, tears, whatever it takes. Let's.
Well, that was part of our day. Now we're finna get to the good part.
That was just the beginning. So,
That
you
was
know.
just the beginning. Oh my goodness. Now, what do you want to share now?
The next
The,
thing
re-
I
the,
will,
the rest the rest of our outing.
I do. I want them to see the next part of our outing, honey. Hey, let's see here, y'all. Let's talk about this one, not that one. So, y'all bear with us, honey. It's been a day. This one?
No, we're gonna go on. Y'all want to talk about the videos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to the first one. Is it that one? No.
Y'all come on down and get.
Go ahead.
Thank y'all. We love you too. How y'all been hanging out during this time, during this pandemic?
God prayers.
That's all you can do.
Stay prayed up and out of harm's way.
That's what it is.
We ain't no old. But we should, I'm 48. I'm 48 now.
You know, one thing about that particular clip, whenever we were, or just people in general, when we were out there, it seemed to be that even though they're in that situation and you would think, oh, in that type of setting, these people's spirits were not down like that. You know what I'm saying? They kept on saying, we put God first. We have God first. We stay in prayer. And I mean, it makes you say to yourself, why am I crying about so much all the time? You know what I'm saying? If these people in the situation they're in are more, their spirits are high. So I don't know. What'd you think about that one, Cynthia, when you, those two guys that we passed by?
I wasn't thinking about those guys. My friend is on here, and I told y'all that Amber was my supervisor. And yeah, Amber, part of me was doing this for you. She was once homeless before. She was that person on the street for a long time, and she would go days or hours without eating. So when y'all see Amber Bates on here and she's supporting Straight Talking, she's one of my closest friends. She was that person on that street in Dallas, and she was housed at the Dallas Life Foundation. And that's the Dallas Life Foundation helped her get a job, save her money, and she got an apartment. And bitch, I can't believe you disclosed that, because if I start crying, I'm coming to get you.
Girl, have some waterworks again. Don't you do it? Not again, honey.
Yeah,
Not
because
again.
when people trust you with their secrets, you're not supposed to disclose them. But she just wrote it. She just wrote it down in the comments.
We thank you for sharing that.
You know
Because
what? I'm gonna take. I'm gonna say this, and Amber, I don't know when this was, but believe it or not, and I haven't never really told nobody this. When I first went to Dallas, that's where me and my kids was at. We actually, I'm going to tell you exactly, Judy. Remember when me and you
Keisha,
ended
I'm
up
a
bumping into
crybaby.
each other?
Remember what?
Okay, when me and you bumped into each other,
Yes.
I didn't tell you what was actually going on. When me and you bumped into each other, that's when the incident with my kids happened. And I was going through that and I never said anything. Right before that, when I first got there, we went to Don's house over in Carrollton. And he said that him and Carolyn, and we were told that we couldn't stay there. And when we were told that we couldn't stay there, they told me by the time he got off of work, I had to have somewhere to go. And the place that I found, I knew that was the Dallas Life Foundation.
Wow.
And I hated that place with a passion. I couldn't stand it. And Treese, it was over in, had moved down this way. And Treese told me, she said, bring me the kids until, you get things together. Because when I say I couldn't stand that person, do you know to this day my son still talks about the place?
Really?
You know, to him, it was the other little kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he remembers. You know what I'm saying? He always talk about the Dallas Life Foundation. And I remember one time he told me, he said, "Mama, I want to go back to the Dallas Life Foundation." He had all his little friends. I was like, "Oh, hell no, we're not going back there."
It created a
But
bond
yeah,
there, girl.
you're
You
not by
never know. And
yourself.
kids are resilient
Yeah,
anyway, though.
he did. Yeah, and I was just gonna tell Amber that, yeah, you know, you're not by yourself, and it, you know, that's something that will motivate you to, you know what I'm saying, do what needs to be done when you don't have nobody or nothing else. Get put in a situation where you don't have nowhere to go but up,
Yeah.
unless you choose to stay down. You
It'll
know,
whip you in shape real quick,
I
won't it?
understand.
To me, it was just
Oh
the
yeah,
idea,
for
you
real.
know, when people tell you their inner darkest secrets and they trust you with them.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care if it's 10 years, 3 years, 20 years down the line. If somebody's trusting you with a part of their life, a part of their past, their present, their future, you know, it's for them to disclose. And so when she disclosed it, it just, you know, it touched me because that's how I met her. And yes, Keisha, I'm still ugly when I cry. But
That's all right.
that's literally how I met her. She was my supervisor, manager, or whatever at the Dallas Convention Center, but she worked her way from those very streets, from those, I mean, you know, and just to know that she's on our talk show sharing that with us. And Amber, we ran across quite a few women yesterday that was willing, if they could, come on the show and talk about it. But you know, they don't have the internet, they don't have cell phones, they don't have the luxury that we have to tell their story. So to have you on here saying that to me, it means a lot. To share it with the other viewers, it means a lot.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let me share another video with y'all.
How you doing? Oh no, we just can't. We are out here giving out some meals.
Thank y'all. All right, God bless. All right.
Have a good one. Anybody else around there?
No, he's gone to sleep.
Where's he at?
Yeah, we can. Definitely. If he's coming back, definitely. Happy Thanksgiving early. We really
It's traffic.
you know, this year's been pretty hard, you know, and we're just trying to give out.
I bet you.
Yeah, smile for me.
Camera.
No, we won't. Smile with her.
All right, God bless y'all.
Straight toe.
Yes, you have a good one.
All right, y'all too. Thank
Like a plate? Yes, sir. Come on down. Happy Thanksgiving early. What's your name? David. It's nice to meet you. With Tanya, and that's Cynthia, and that's Judy. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yep. Take a picture.
God bless y'all.
Yes, sir.
Y'all family too.
Amen. Thank you.
I appreciate y'all.
You're welcome. Not eating neither.
Hey,
What-
y'all don't play like that. I'm too old. I'm 56.
What's
I
your
ain't got no bag to it.
What's your wife's name?
Joyce.
Joyce.
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't mind me asking a question, I know this year has been really hard, but how has it impacted you?
Ma'am.
I said, I know this year has been real hard. The year's been real hard, you know what I'm saying? So,
I do what I got to do, clean windows, you know, wash cars.
yes, sir.
But I ain't trying to get in trouble.
All right.
It's easy to get into, but hard to get out.
I know it. You take it easy, okay? God bless you. Yes, sir.
Y'all, that one, the guy in the very beginning, it amazed me. He thought we broke down because we had pulled over to the side, and he thought we broke down or was out of gas and was like trying to give tips and stuff to try to help us if, you know, we were having car trouble. I'm like, well, I'll tell you something, still kind, and instead of, you know, not bitter, because a lot of times people are just like, what, people in distress and just keep going. People who are not homeless or you know, out on the streets and stuff.
Still trying to help, even though he didn't have anything to give.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about that girl?
This one.
Because you're recording.
Oh no, yes.
Yeah, I seen y'all guys yesterday.
Yes, ma'am. We're part of a talk show called Straight Talk No BS, and we just go around trying to help.
No BS, I just wanted to know.
Yes, ma'am. We try to come out and help people in our community. That's all.
You cooked it? No, you did. What is it? Is it dressing?
It's just a little something.
Chicken. Now I got to do something different. I'm smelling.
No, what you say? We got to do something.
Y'all,
Did y'all hear that statement? She
This
said,
one
"What
tripped
is
me
this
out.
chicken? Ain't no dressing in here." She said, "Ooh, y'all gonna have to do better. We tired of this chicken." I said, "What do you want? Lasagna or steak?"
she said
Yeah.
the church just gave us chicken last night. I said,
Yes, ma'am, Amber. We went over that way as well.
yes, we sure did.
I was just in amazement. I couldn't believe that came out of her mouth. But I said, "She young. She was a young girl. You know what I'm saying? Unappreciative."
And so, you know, that video went and continued on, and we, you know, there was so many people. It was like once we started,
Yeah, I couldn't
they
have done
just
that.
they kept coming and coming. We were like, hallelujah, because at first Judy was like, I don't
Yeah.
think we're going to be able to give out all of what we packed up in here. Cynthia was like, girl, are you kidding? Because it didn't seem, you know, in the area that we first started off, it one here, two here, whatever. But then as we did, like when we got to that
Until
one
we got to
location
this
right
next area.
there,
No, not that
Oh,
location. It's the next
the
location.
next location, it just like, whoa, you know what I mean? Hold on, let me get to that one.
Mhm.
And this is the one probably that broke my heart. Is this the one? This one?
Probably.
Or this one?
I think it was.
I
That
would
one.
love to say a prayer. Because in this instance,
That was it.
piece of bread.
How you doing? Oh no, we just can't. We are out here giving out some meals.
Thank y'all. All right, God bless. All right.
You have a good one.
Y'all
Anybody
have-
else
happy
around there?
Thanksgiving. No, he's gone to sleep.
Where's he at? Is he coming back?
Later.
You want to leave one for him?
Yeah, we can definitely. If he's coming back, definitely. Happy Thanksgiving early.
Safe.
We really,
Watch out, 'cause it's traffic.
you know, this year's been pretty hard, you know, and we're just trying to
You
give
get
out.
my picture.
Yeah, smile for me.
Your camera.
No, we won't. Smile with her.
All right, God bless y'all.
Straight toe.
Yes, you have a good one.
All right,
Thank
y'all
you. There you
too.
go.
All right, thanks.
Like a plate? Yes, sir. Come on down. Happy Thanksgiving early. What's your name? David. It's nice to meet you. With Tanya, and that's Cynthia, and it's Judy. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yep. Take a picture.
God bless y'all.
Yes, sir.
Y'all family too.
Amen. Thank you.
I appreciate y'all.
You're welcome. Not eating neither.
Hey,
What-
y'all don't play like that. I'm too old. I'm 56.
What's
I
your
ain't got no bag to it.
What's your wife's name?
Joyce.
Joyce.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Did they cut all the way out?
I'm guessing they did.
Oh, y'all,
on.
we so sorry. Hold on, y'all. They cut all the way out. There they go.
Yeah, that ain't nobody but the devil. When I say he's trying to interrupt this show today from the beginning, I played
Wow.
from the beginning. I played the wrong video. I don't even know if y'all heard audio in that video. Did y'all hear audio in the video that I
Yeah,
played?
each video you played, it played.
No, I'm talking the very first video with me
Yeah,
standing.
yeah.
I'm telling you, now our internet, our computer just completely shut off.
What?
I'm telling you, we rebuke you, Satan, baby. You need to get on out of here.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
And Tanya,
Wow.
Tanya, I can see it in your face. I can see it in your face, Mama. It's okay.
What's
Tanya,
wrong?
if we don't get it on camera, baby, we know what we did yesterday. We know what
Not even
happened.
that. It's like sometimes when you genuinely want to share something with somebody that it impacted me a lot. I'm trying to tell y'all, it really got me. I swear to God, I wasn't gonna do this, man. Shoot.
Well,
And
okay.
y'all, let me tell you, Nate. it got her so bad that she wanted to put every single picture over here and put it up for y'all. That's the reason why we're going through all these pictures, because she's always been sheltered all her life and she ain't never seen this firsthand. You know, I lived it. You know, I'm sure y'all lived it. But she ain't never lived it.
Wait, maybe we should stop trying to share the videos and just actually say how it made us feel.
Well, now I want to share this one here. I want to share this one, and then we're going to talk about it. It's just one short one. It's the one that she was trying to play.
That's a big play.
That's if you don't get kicked out again.
I would
This
love
one.
to say a prayer. Because in this instance, we're actually out of food, y'all. We weren't able to give to everybody, and right now my heart hurts because I want to be able to give to everybody. If I could, I would. Right now, I feel heavy-hearted because I can't give nothing else to anybody, and there's still more people to feed. This is just one area right here, just one area. Thank you, Jesus, for the opportunity to give what we could, though.
So Tanya was messed up after we got to that little alleyway, because in that alleyway, both sides were covered. I mean, it was people just coming out of nowhere.
They come
I
get
mean,
their
it was
plate and go on to their
probably like
respective
100
places.
people walking up, and we ran out of plates.
I got out and I looked in the back seat, and it wasn't just we left. I was like, "What happened?"
We ran out of
5
plates,
boxes,
and you see people coming up, and you want to do this here, take this, take it, baby, take my shirt, take whatever you got to take. Here.
It was so bad, y'all. Judy said it was so bad, y'all. Judy said, Cynthia, you got a couple of dollars in your wallet. We can go to we can go get some 99-cent burgers. We can go get some.
Okay, baby, we should have hit the McDonald's or somewhere.
I remember a dude asking, and he was like, I know you don't have anything else, but do you have at least a bottle of water? Oh man, I'm like to tow up that car looking for another bottle of water. Swear to God. I was like, man.
Amber said that where we was by the soup kitchen, and she stood in a long line for a small meal right there where we gave out all that food.
Oh, okay. Amber, you cool people. Oh, y'all, I love our viewers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure.
And we definitely have to share Francis's experience. Look here.
Y'all, just
I'm telling you, boy, this is just.
It's been something interesting.
Before y'all share it, I want everybody. I need everybody to know something. Here, when I first moved here, and I kid you not, I used to see homeless people everywhere. Today, do y'all know it took me forever to find one person?
That's a blessing.
One person. And I found that I ran up on that person. Just merely, I was driving, didn't see nobody. I even went by the drug rehab. Nobody was out there. Drove past there. And I just so happened to see one person. It was just one.
And I think what's going on is making people have to relocate to different places and stuff because they're making them go. They can't be in certain places anymore. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, not only that, I also think that this being a small town, the city, even though you see a lot of homeless people in the city also has more to offer than a small town does. So like you said, they probably do relocate, and this being a small town, it's like you see them, but it's like in spurts. It's very seldom. I even went over to a place where Teresa told me to go, and I remember we used to always see this man. Come to find out, he'd always be at the store, always sitting at the table. Come to find out, that's where he slept at.
Ain't that something?
I went over there today. He was nowhere in sight. I was like, you got to be joking.
I'm going to say, I hope the fact that you didn't get, that there wasn't a lot of people and that man wasn't there, is that they found better places or their
I'm praying. I'm praying. That's what it was. I'm praying. Yeah. I'm
Let's
hoping.
see where you talk to here.
How y'all doing? Y'all
Silverware,
messing with y'all.
Eeny, meeny.
silverware right here.
part
I swear it's
Oh no, yes, yes.
Yeah, I seen y'all guys yesterday.
Yes, ma'am. We're part
Hey, it's your girl Francis coming from Straight Talk No BS. And today I'm here with a young man by the name of John White, who I seen walking, and I was just driving through. So here he has this 12-pack of water that I'm actually giving to him. Also, what we have here are a couple of things of masks, and it has two of them, two in each, so there's 6 masks. We also have a thing of socks, some hand sanitizer, and a pair of gloves. And I want you to have this. You know, it's getting cold, you know, and you can use socks for your feet, got some little gloves for your hands and everything. And I appreciate you. You know, appreciate your life. And you have, this is John White, a resident of Bryan, Texas. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, you say.
Thank you. You have a good evening.
Oh,
That was nice.
where'd you get it?
Actually,
Hallelujah.
something else happened after that. He took off walking down the street, and where he was at, he was actually fixing to go somewhere else, which ended up being a long way for him for anybody to walk. But I seen him when he walked up the street, so I turned around and I asked him. I said, "Where are you headed to?" And he said, "Over on Pepper Tree." I said, "You know, would you like a ride?" So I ended up giving him a ride to Pepper Tree. You know, I cleared the back seat. You know, I was Uber for, you know, a short period of time.
That's all right.
And I
Yeah,
ended
really
up,
appreciated that more than anything.
yeah, he, and the crazy thing is where I saw him at, which was in front of the Mission. And he was actually, this is a funny thing, he goes over there from time to time just to go visit this older lady. And he was actually leaving there, fixing to walk all the way back across town.
Man, I'm glad you were able to give him a ride. Like I said, every little bit helps, and where you can do it helps.
Do y'all mind if I switch this up a little bit? Because y'all sister girl I got a problem.
What girl?
Okay.
What do you do around the holidays when the family's not getting along? What do you do? How do y'all come together?
It makes for a very long holiday.
Y'all better watch Soul Food.
Watch Soul Food.
You remember when they throwing stuff and then they get into it real good? Yeah.
That's probably what it would be like. Nate, what's your advice for that? Oh. Go ahead, friend. I didn't know you were still talking.
No. I was just gonna say, yeah, I guess that really depends, though. It really depends on if, I guess, who the family members are. If you know you actually get along with.
What if it's your kids? What if it's your kids? I'm gonna say,
and wait, hold on. Who not? Wait, is it the adults not getting along with the kids, or the kids not getting along with the kids?
And neither one of us getting along because they were disrespectful, and now they want to come over for the holidays, and I'm just not feeling it.
Well, I would say also that also is going to have to do with Tanya.
I know, you know, at first being a mama, because it seems like that's what always jumps first with me. And just keeping it honest, I contemplated, I was like, well, how are we going to make this work? And I'm in my mind just really trying to put things together and go into a mode of how we always used to have Thanksgivings and stuff. And, you know, it's like, no, it can't be like that this year. You know, it is different. You know, the mode of disrespect, the level of disrespect that happened it just happened probably about 2 months ago. with one of our kids, and the level of disrespect that that child took the disrespect to was the line in the sand. You know, I'm not saying that we don't love our child, because that never goes away as a parent, but there has to be a lesson learned. You know how your kids try to always come back to you and try to apologize in their type of way or whatever, and you forgive them and blah blah blah. In this particular instance, this child has to learn a different lesson. They have to learn that they have two parents, one of which is not biological, and it gave their entire life from the time that this child was 8 months old. Who do you know? I think it's a rare find when you find people that are willing to come into a woman's life that has 3 kids, babies on top of it, not fully grown. I'm talking about babies. So,
Well,
you know, how I deal with it, I know that this person has to learn. He has to learn.
well, there's a problem with that because he is now grown. What lesson are you gonna teach him?
No, the
That
lesson is that
that
he
I
has
mean
to
the
respect us
lesson
as
he
parents.
well what I'm saying is the lesson that should have been taught a long time ago. And now that you're trying to teach it to him, it's not gonna matter to him.
Oh,
You
it's
see what
gonna
I'm
It's
matter.
saying?
gonna matter because
It's gonna matter.
this is why it's gonna matter, Francis. The lessons that were should have been taught a long time ago weren't given in the way that the biological mama, should have gave it. You understand what I'm saying? So this child thought that, oh well, mama don't got a problem with it. So my train of thought, my level of my actions that I'm doing, mama really don't have a problem with it. It's Judy. And so it's okay. And so the reason that this time is different is I have to show that there is a problem with it with me, not only with her, but as in us, and respect our platform here.
Okay, maybe you was missing what I was trying to say. Don't get me wrong. Yes, he in time probably will understand it or get it. What I'm simply saying is now it's going to be a lot harder for him to get it.
And it
Why?
very well may be.
Is because and the reason you say it has to come from you, which it should come from you from the get-go, simply because you've always took his side, you've always had his back, you've always jumped in and saved him. And when he's done that, when he's sitting disrespected, and it's almost as if you, I guess, wished it away and been like, okay, you know, it's done, it's over with, and you never really dealt with it. Of course, he's going to say you don't have a problem with it. Why? Because you've never had a problem with it. You've always shown that. So now, now that it's always been taking their side, now that they're grown and they have their own households, shouldn't she be comfortable in our own house?
Which is
Don't
why
get me
he's
wrong.
not welcome.
I'm saying, you know, don't get me wrong. True enough, we love our kids, always will. But
that's the thing, Francis. She corrected that. That was when he was growing up. Now she told him on the phone, and she told all the kids, if y'all have a problem with it, that this person is not going to show up, then you don't have to show up either.
Well, there you have
So she let him know. You know what I'm saying? She stood up, and he's gonna learn a lesson because why? That's his only mama, and when mama speak, it always gonna affect you. So he gonna learn a lesson. But
Whether it's this Thanksgiving, this Christmas, next Thanksgiving,
however
eventually.
long it take. But the problem that I'm having is this. Say he does come and he wants to rectify the situation at hand. I'm not ready. So you can't force me to be ready just because you're ready. So that's the problem. That's the big problem. And I know some people look at me and say, Judy, come on, you the grown up. If your child come to you and say, I'm sorry, mama, for doing what I did, you need to let him come on over and have Thanksgiving. My heart is not ready to forgive, and I need to know what I need to do. I don't want to be looked at wrong because I'm not ready to forgive. I'm not healed yet.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. First of all, it really don't matter how anybody else looks at you. It don't matter what nobody else got to say because they're not the ones dealing with it. First of all, so don't worry about what outside, how they gonna look at you or what is this gonna ruin your image. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: if they look at you in that way, and to them you know what I'm saying, they shrug it off and be like, well, I don't want to call her no more, then they wasn't meant to be there to begin with. So
I'm put like this.
Whatever everybody else is gonna see you, because you have to realize something. Everybody else is not going through that. You're going through it. You're the one dealing with it. So therefore, if you are not ready, I say this: You know, they always know that y'all there. True enough. But you can't make somebody be ready to do something if they're not ready. True enough, you are the parent, okay, but you dealt with the disrespect for how long?
Okay, I'm gonna put it like this: in a perfect world, this is how I would want the situation to play out. I would want everybody to come over and have Thanksgiving dinner, and I leave the house, and y'all can go ahead and enjoy Thanksgiving dinner.
Hell no.
That would be that
That's
would be fine with
crazy.
me because no, it's not crazy. It's just because I want Tanya happy, and it's like I can't give her that happiness because she wants
And
us
she
both
still,
here. She wants us both here. But I'm
she's
willing
not,
to lose.
you're not giving her,
Let me
but
tell
you're
you
not,
something.
even if you was to leave, that's not making her happy. She's still, part of her is gone, and
Let
so
me
she's
tell
still
you
going to be
something.
sad. So she's
What's
not going to
making
be
me
happy.
happy is knowing that for one time in our relationship, there's been others, but for this time now, it's stepping up to value us as our relationship. So if that means the lesson that you've always told me before, unity is how we teach our children lessons. We
That's
were
right.
divided before. So this right here makes me happy.
Let me say this. Let me say this because I've been quiet.
Oh, wait a minute before you say that, Cynthia. This is Amber's suggestion to you, Judy. Let him say his piece, but you have the right to heal in your own time. Then when you're ready, sit down and talk to him.
As a mother, you do what you feel is best for your children. And sometimes that does and can divide your relationship because your partner is on the outside looking in, and the partner is the one sacrificing everything to keep the house together. But that's as a child. When you are young enough as a woman and you are young enough as a man to stand up to me and disrespect me, you're old enough to figure out how to get it on your own. A lot of mistakes that we make as parents is because we're so busy sheltering our children from trying to figure out everyday struggles. And I too am guilty of the same sin with Tanya. But I also did not spare the rod with my children. My kids have always known, even as young adults, whoever I may be with intimately, you will never have the right to disrespect my mate. You can come to me and talk to me about it, especially if you feel like I'm in harm's way, because you may see something that I may not see. And then I too may take it to my mate. But the first time you feel like you froggy and you want to jump, you got to jump through me first. And the only reason I said the statement the way I said it is because, yeah, Tanya should have broke the mold when her children were young, but she was also trying to shelter them from maybe some abuse she encountered as a child, because my own daughter is going through that. She refuses to discipline her kids because she felt like I was too strong. So it's a two-headed coin. You can be too soft and you can be too hard, because now my daughter is you, Tanya. She's you. And I don't care how I try to get her to see that discipline plays a very valuable role, she don't see it. Her kids are more careful at 6, 2, and 18 months. They're more careful of me than they are their own mother, because they know Jesus is play. But I cannot look at her and tell her that her choice of parenting is bad. So Tanya, for you, now because he's a grown ass man, and you got grown ass boys, you don't owe him nothing else.
That's right.
So you and duty do come first. And hopefully whatever y'all got from here on out will be golden. Because if you don't want to give him a piece of bread or a piece of tissue to wipe his ass, you don't have to. But to sit out here and say, oh, you was wrong for this, you was wrong for that, you were wrong for saying this, you was wrong for saying that, I was you. I was you. I didn't let nobody harm my kid. The only thing you slipped and slide on is because you didn't put your foot in his back for your damn self. Other than that, you're not at fault because you're a motherfucker. But as a grown man, he got it. Go out there
He does and will.
get you some chicken soup, get you some cornbread. Happy
Stop
goddamn
and make your dadgum shit. You ain't
Happy Thanksgiving. I'm not finna sit on here and scold you because I have been you. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Well,
I
Miss-
can't do that.
To me, that's just being a mother. Most mothers are gonna always, spoil their kids, protect their kids, sometimes be overprotective. That's the reason why it's best a lot of times that there's a father in the household.
What you were like this watcher said. She said, if you've been there from day one, then you're not their parent's mate. You are their other parent, extended parent, step parent, or whatever you want to call it. You are a unit, and disrespect to one is disrespect to both. And that is the very truest words.
That's
Very
right.
true words. Very true words. So in this instance, I guess I like the discussion here because we're able to hash out our stuff. This is real talk, straight talk.
Yeah. And it's not a blame game here. It's just that, hey, I feel like he's a grown man. He knows right from wrong. He made the wrong choice. So now he has to pay the consequences. I don't care what his mama taught him. And I even told Tanya this, I don't care what you did teach him or what you didn't teach him. He knows right from wrong. Bottom line.
What about
Yeah.
like your brothers and cousins and people that want to come over to the house and freeload and cooked up and they want to come eat up everything, don't help out.
I'm in a situation because I don't like two of them that's coming. Jeez.
Look, okay, I'm
I don't like
I'm gonna say it like this though. Like you said, no matter if she got on him or not, true enough, he should know because I'm pretty sure there was others around. But there's one thing about kids that I have learned. They will act different with other people, but they're gonna always act a certain way with their parents. When you let your child get away with things, trust and believe, they'll disrespect you and respect their homeboy's mother.
Okay,
of course.
that's the truth too. Sure do, and that's that
trust and believe. So it doesn't matter. So it's like whatever it is you let them get away with, that's what they're gonna do to you. They will go to somebody else's house and respect them to the fullest, but they will come home and whatever it is you allow them to do, that's what they're gonna do.
Oh yeah,
and that's the reason why he's not gonna be allowed to do it this Thanksgiving.
Hallelujah.
It's gonna be cut off, and it's gonna be a big surprise to him. I'm telling you, it's gonna hurt him.
And I'm not for that, but I am if it will teach you a lesson about being a man and life and respect. If that's what it's gonna do,
It is. I guarantee, because he's used to being spoiled all the time. He's never been told no. So being told no, that we're not gonna tolerate this anymore. You're gonna bring respect when you come through this door. It's gonna be something different for him. So I'm sure that he will learn.
I tell you what, I done learned some lessons and had some things about to learn and to value this Thanksgiving. I tell you that. And it's being community and dealing with issues within my own family, come to understand and respect my own home. It's taught me a lot. You're never too old to learn.
Yeah.
When we was out there yesterday and we were feeding the people, and I thought about my own childhood and some things that we went through as children and dealing with my mom and stuff like that, it shed light on a lot of stuff. Sometimes when your parents go to bed crying, sometimes when but getting on you because you didn't finish that meal and you wasting that food. It was a true eye opener to see those people, and they were real grateful for the meal that they received. And I'm trying to bring it full circle by saying, regardless to what we go through in our personal lives, at the end of the day on Thanksgiving, we all have to find some reason to be grateful and thankful. Whether it's us and our mates or us and our immediate family and children and uncles or whatever, however our Thanksgiving tables are going to be. I was very humbled yesterday with the things that we've doing. We are very fortunate. We are 4 fortunate women, and I seen that yesterday.
I do that was really a humbling experience for me too. Even though I didn't seen it before, but still it was humbling.
Very much so. I have a question, y'all. Why do you think that one person, that the girl that was saying chicken again, why do y'all think she said that? I'm just curious.
Because sometimes that's all they get. Like when I used to serve with the Dallas Convention Center, it's easy to get chicken versus pork chops and steak and potatoes.
So would you voice that? Would you voice that? Would you voice that to somebody who's giving you something?
Yeah,
I
wouldn't voice it. But I'm just saying in general because
that's just basically that. To me,
would it be wrong? I would have went up to her face and smushed it in her face.
Well, you know what? What I would do, and I thought about this when I heard when you brought it up the first time. I wouldn't smush it in her face. I just snatched it back and gave it to somebody else right there in her face.
I was just being funny. I would never do that.
I would have just basically told her, well, I guess now you don't have no chicken to eat, so I'm gonna go about my business and get it to somebody else.
Yeah, I noticed I got quiet when you said that because a lot of times when I went to the food bank at the churches and stuff to get food because I didn't have a way to feed my kids, a lot of times when I got that food, that's all that was in the freezer was chicken. Leg quarters, thighs.
Did you complain about it?
Hell, I think that was. I just had a new way to cook that chicken. It's like a new way to cook that chicken.
Girl, boil, bake, look here, fry,
okay,
everything you can think
barbecue, baby.
That's the one I think that. Well, there was several, but that one stuck in my mind, and I wanted to ask y'all about it because I was like, man, I can understand getting it again and you're tired of it, but good Lord, I was kind of shocked. So I stood there and I talked to her some more, and I'm just trying to get a feel from it. I think she kind of understood maybe what she said was a little awkward because she came back talking about if there's anything that y'all need or any kind of services, I'm multi-talented. I can do this, I can do that. So I said in my mind, I said she felt the type of way about saying what she said.
You find all walks of life. You find all walks of life out there on the street.
Tatiana said, my mama stayed at the food bank, but it's okay. We don't miss no meal.
What kind of walks of life you find? There was one lady who told me that she invented Wingstop. She said it wasn't Wingstop. She said it was wings at first. She said, but when they took it away from her, the idea, when they stole the idea, I don't know who they were, but when they stole the idea, they turned it into Wingstop.
Oh, wow.
They added the stop onto the wings, but she said she was the first one.
Amber said in the comments, y'all, she said what that young lady was is she was new to not having no meals. That's why she said
that. What it was.
For a while. After she did that for a while, she'll be quiet.
Well, I'm about to say, you know how you get initiated into a gang?
Oh,
maybe she was new to the street.
That's all it was then. She was new. The newbie.
She was feeling herself.
What did he say?
He said she was out there feeling herself.
Maybe she was looking for some filet mignon.
Okay, well, everybody.
She did say fried chicken, y'all. She did say can she get a piece of fried chicken.
Well, that's the chicken that she got. And if I tell you what, she better take a little bite of each slice of that damn chicken.
Judy done making me mad.
I tell you what, I'm telling you this, every time she bite it, she better just say crunch. Bite
No.
crunch.
It's fine, baby.
Bite crunch.
Judy them making me mad because they started talking. No, Judy them making me mad because they started talking about that girl and that chicken. But when I told this one man he couldn't have no another plate, he's talking about, can I get another plate? Man, if you don't go on and I done served you, if you
And she
don't
did.
go
I was so shocked. She said that. I said,
You know what?
I respect the struggle, man. Because look, I know what we're trying to do. We're trying to have something for later.
Yeah, and
Well,
the
is that what it was?
thing of it is, people have to understand, even when you don't have, you have to remember, even though it might be two of y'all in the same pod together, one of y'all doing worse than the other one. Don't take from somebody else just because you're trying to make sure that you gonna have. You got to remember, you're not the only one in that situation, and that's something that they have to understand.
He wants that plate for later, Francis. I said, well, he ain't gonna get it. He ain't getting no
There
another
we go.
plate.
Thank you. No, that plate could be
But
for
there was
somebody else.
There was another dude who
No.
asked. He asked for another plate, and he was like, "Can I take one to my friend? My friend that's around the corner." And first, I think either it was Judy or Cynthia was kind of hesitant to give it, but we went ahead and we gave him another plate, and everything else that came with it. And as we drove around the corner down or whatever, we saw him sitting with another lady.
And they were eating.
She was disabled, and she couldn't get around to go get her own plate.
And she was eating. But Francis, that one was like, can I get another plate? Bruh, if you don't go on, go comb your hair because you're not getting another plate.
I'm
Stop it. Jesus gonna get
I just
you.
had to say something to be funny. God knows my heart.
No, what about that prayer?
I cussed in the prayer. Let me go on and let everybody on know.
Oh my God, y'all! The camera was off on this part, y'all. I was rolling on the ground. The whole time I thought I was recording, but I didn't have it on record.
What did you say?
I done already repented for that cuss word. I done already repented.
Tell them what she said, Judy. Tell them what she said. Yeah, she got the praying to my Lord, and this fucking corona. I said, oh, huh? She said, oh, y'all. She said, Jesus, you know my heart. I'm sorry. First, everybody head was there. Everybody looked at her. She said, yeah, y'all, I'm from the streets. I'm sorry, y'all. Baby, I pray and cuss. I pray and cuss, baby. I'm a cussing Christian. I said, Lord, oh my God, I done heard it all. Yes, I have, Lord. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Oh my Lord, have mercy.
I did, Francis. I cussed in the prayer. I did.
All right, everybody. So we have a couple of events coming up. Y'all are aware of the one on the 12th, but in December. But our main one that we're concerned with is our Christmas. The one that we're having. Probably we haven't discussed the details, so we'll tell y'all later. But
wait, what was on the 12th?
What is on the
going to Atlanta?
The Atlanta
trip.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So everybody tune in for that one. Yeah, y'all tune in for that one. But the next one that we really need everyone's help with, and we're going to set up something for everybody to donate for. But if we're trying to help some families, how many I don't know, but it depends on how much money we're able to raise. But y'all spread the word. Find a way if you can just give just whatever you can, but we'll tell y'all about the details on it later on. But that's something that we're trying to put together for later because we're trying to help some families out this year. It's been hard, we know it, but that would really, I think, that would be. So we're going to start taking up donations. Yes, donations to try to help a family. So probably starting with the next show, we'll start doing the donations so we can have enough saved up. So around Christmas time, we'll be able to give back. Or any other ideas and ways that people, we can help. I mean, all right, Judy, time for this drawing. All right, y'all, we're finna do Thursday night drawing. Yeah, I have to say, y'all, please forgive us for this show today. We really do. It's really been rough today. It's been rough. So y'all, please forgive us. All right, we really gonna get one of them little lottery raffle things. I swear to God, this is just this paper business. I'm gonna let you pull today. Okay. I'm gonna pull. Okay, let me shake them up. Come on, girl. We'll shake them up. People want to know. You're taking all day. All right, come on, go ahead. Pull.
Y'all pull my daughter's name for the third or fourth time. She need her.
All right, we got Miss Lakeisha Hawkins. The number is I forgot. 6. I do. You look. I don't do the drawing part. Okay, and we'll do this one. All right, y'all see the number right here? Number 3. All right, that is, I don't know how to pronounce this one. The last name on it is World. Cnell's World. Cnellz World. Snail's World.
I don't know.
Okay.
But that's who number 3 is. So
That's me. That's me.
Boy, back.
I'm so tired of you.
That's me.
Boy, back. Dog. Well, you sure ain't getting nothing. You know, a bag of rocks.
No. All right.
Thank y'all, ladies. It's always great to be with you all. One day I will be able to meet you all. Yes, Amber,
When it happens,
we
Finish
cannot.
with that.
shared all her secrets and
Okay.
everything with us. Girl, you family. All right.
All right, y'all. Well, we're going to go with this prayer here. Or should I play a prayer? Dear Lord, Gabayan mo po ang inaanak kawad ang family niya sa mga sakuna. Amen, amen, and amen. Hey, y'all, that was a prayer in Tagalog. And it just means I was praying for my family and everybody in the world, especially my goddaughters over there in the Philippines, because they're going through a typhoon right now. And the Philippines is flooded. And a lot of people, they need food over there. They need clothes. They need everything. They're out of work. It killed a lot of people. So that was just a quick prayer for my two goddaughters and their family. And knowing that, hey, they're in my thoughts and in my prayers. And for all of you guys, family. Amen. I received that. Anybody else like to say anything before we get out of here?
Just take the time to love your family. Find a moment within yourself to be grateful and thank you. And whatever you do at the end of the day, whoever your high God is, just be grateful.
And,
All right,
just embrace those next to you. Just make sure to stay safe, spend your time with your family, and spend as much time as you possibly can. If you just reach out and text somebody or even call just to say hello, happy Thanksgiving, and I love you, do so.
And I'm going to say, always give back. You?
Same. Pay it forward.
All right. Have a good night, y'all. We love y'all. It's been straight talk, no BS.